Hey guys, I got a nice machine here for you today. I picked this up yesterday in rural Minnesota, southern Minnesota. It is a 2001 John Deere 445 with a snowblower, heated cab, nice little tractor. Doesn't look anything too special like any other tractor from that era, except there is one little thing special about this particular tractor, and I'll show you right here inside. Keep in mind this is a 2001, so we're looking at almost a 25-year-old tractor. Let me show you the hour meter on here. I don't know if you can see that, but that says, I'm going to see if I can get a better look of it. That says 291 hours. Let me see if I can get it from this angle. I don't have a zoom, but that says 291 hours. I bought the machine yesterday with 290 hours from the original owner. Actually, it was from a family in southern Minnesota in a farm whose grandpa had passed away. And they gave me all the documentation of the machine. It has all the impeccable service records from John Deere in Owatonna. This is the original invoice of the machine, sold for $12,000. The machine came with the cab, the blower, and this particular machine has never seen a mower deck. It has always been used just for snow blowing, nothing else. Which makes sense looking at the blower. The blower's seen some love, but it works just fine. Spins the blower just fine. PTO works great. The chute works great. No leaks. I found a little bit of weeping of a hydraulic line towards the front steering cylinder, but nothing crazy. No oil leaks. The engine's completely clean. The cab is immaculate. The cab almost looks brand new. It's a cozy cab. It has the work light. That's the only thing that doesn't work, is that work light. But all the other lights work. Wiper works. All the glass is impeccable. This is the worst the cab has. A little bit of signs of beat up rust, but that's expected. The machine itself is spotless, but the rest of the cab is just flawless. Has these factory weather mats on the weather boards, covers up the radiator fan, has a heater back here, which I'm still trying to figure out how to work. I don't know if it's actually working. There's fans under there that aren't spinning when I turn the switch on. I'll have to figure that out, but that fan works. All the other lights work. Wiper works. It's got a headliner. It's all insulated in here. It's all weather tight. Gauges work. This is for the chute to raise it up and down like an actuator. I have to replace the cable, but I have that which goes there. It's like a handle you go up and down with, and the chute goes up and down. Tires look good. The latches on the doors work great. I mean, watch this. All the weather stripping is perfect. All the plexiglass, or whatever that is, glass, that could be real glass. The rest of it, back of it's kind of more of a plexiglass. But the whole cab itself is in immaculate shape. I mean, there's a little bit of spots. That's typical, but I've seen way worse than this. The weather stripping is the only bad weather stripping. It's not completely sealed to that corner. I might just put some foam in there or something, but that's the only place where it's actually opened up. A little bit of love down here, but that's the worst of it. I mean, even in here, snow will get in here for sure, and it's not rusted at all. It's a little beat up a little bit, but it's pretty solid. Again, the blower has definitely seen some use, and the quick attachment. It's got a even has a plug-in for a trickle charger on the battery, which I'll definitely use. But it works great, starts great. I'll start it up for you here in a minute. But yes, 290 hours on a 2001 445. I could not believe my eyes when I saw it for sale in the marketplace. Very nice family down there sold it. I just could not pass it up. We have a couple more of these machines with around 1,200 hours, and they work just fantastic. And when I saw this one only had under 300 hours, I had to see it to believe it, and I definitely believe it now. The inside has never seen the outside, and the paint is flawless. It's a little dirty in here, gonna be cleaned up a little bit more, but I mean, it is clean. Does not have a knob on the steering wheel, which I've never seen that before. I can always put one on, but never seen one of these steering wheels without the knob on it, which I thought was kind of interesting. But yeah, the shocks on these doors, I mean, look at that. You just open it up. Just works perfect. Has seatbelt in here too, which I thought was interesting. I've never seen one with a seatbelt before. I don't think you'd ever want to put a seatbelt on in this thing, but definitely could. This tractor was bought brand new from Ag Power Enterprises in Waseca, Minnesota, outside of Owatonna. Put this back in here for now, but let's start it up. The seat looks like it's never been sat in. I mean, there's a little bit of love there. A lot of these get chewed up in the corners. Our other tractors are just chewed up galore. This seat is immaculate shape for 25 years old. Got a dome light there. Turns on. Got another set of switch right there you could put in. Think about putting brighter LEDs front and back. These do work fine though. I mean, lights come on just fine. Got even a cup holder. Gotta have the cup holder. It's got the wheel weights. You know, the chains definitely have some rust on them. That means it's been used. I mean, that will happen to the chains eventually. It happens to every chain, but these chains could have been on here for 25 years. I don't know. I mean, if it's never been used for mowing, but the tires look pretty good. Got some tread on them still, you know. I don't know why the sides are so discolored. The side panels are kind of brownish. Looks like they got a lot of dirt in there. I'm gonna still have to go through the whole machine. I looked it over real quick, looked for leaks, typical oil leaks on the engine, things of that nature, transmission leaks. Again, didn't see anything major or any wires bit up from mice or anything. You never know with a machine that sits that long, but this is from 2001, and it looks almost brand new, except the blower, of course. But I just love it, and I had to get it. The back glass or back panel here opens, has a shock up there or on the side that swings it out, which is kind of nice to be able to get to the transmission fluid. There's the shock, there's the handle right here. You just flip this up and it just comes out. It's got two shocks on both sides, or struts, and it lifts out towards the back. That way you can access the oil dips or the transmission dipstick back here. But yeah, I'll start it up for you guys. There's the gas. It's got a hitch on there. It's kind of funny. There's the lines for the heater. Again, these do get warm when I start it up. The heater, I don't know. I gotta check to see if it's actually working. I can always get that fixed pretty easy. You know, it even has locking door handles, and it has 2 extra keys, I think, are for locking these doors. I don't think I'll ever have to lock them, but anyways, it's a beautiful machine. 291 hours. I don't know if you will ever find one with lower hours. If you do, I'd like to see it. One owner machine for 24, almost 5 years. Well, let's start it up. Got these neat little pins that screw up like this. Then you get this one, you know. Then this whole assembly just lifts on up. You can open the hood. I need to tighten that up. Too much play on that. I mean, all the stripping, all the plastics are just in phenomenal shape. Look how airtight that is.